your flavor of neurodivergence? So much variety to all of us. It's really cool. My stuff's pretty boring, but it's quite autistic. Just the yeah, I'll go months and months eating the same exact things for my meals of the day. Not necessarily super limiting and unhealthy or anything. I try to get everything I need, but and I'm not saying each meal of the day is all the same. I'm just saying like a few, like usually like two different things, and I'll do them each like twice a day. I used I have favorites with foods, and I have favorites. It's like I feel very almost like a compulsion. I have favorite dishes and silverware, and it's like I use the same things. I use the same mug every day, and I clean it. I just wash it by hand. I don't use a dishwasher. I keep myself limited, and it makes me happy. I like to have a custom, to have a routine, you know? It just I just prefer it. Uh that's just with food things. I didn't know that was a thing until much later. I knew I had different, like I knew there were things to me that were different, and it took a long time. It wasn't until my 20s. It's like, oh, okay. Holy shit, this I really wish I knew this earlier, you know? But yeah, and then a lot of the same playlists, instrumental progressive metal a lot of the time. One artist, Alcest, when I'm sick, it's medicinal. I like all sorts of genres, but so often that's a big part of my life, the polymeters and the polyrhythms, just needing those energetic, multiple overlapping rhythms and melodies that just feels, it's just such a fucking stim fit. Like, and I'll play along, I'll do the guitar with my right hand and the drums with my left foot and my left hand driving around. So I'll be doing like, sort of like, because a lot of times with these gent bands and everything, the guitar follows the double bass. So it's kind of like I'm like doing the full drum kit, but it's like instead of the double bass, I don't want to do that in the car. I just do the guitar, whatever it is, and then like like whatever it is. I listen to a lot of modern progressive metal, and I usually put on the instrumental playlist. Have all sorts of. I like that a lot. It's huge for me. And then sort of, I guess when it comes to media, a lot of the like outside of music, yeah, just like movies and TV shows and stuff. A lot of people would just label things, probably assume that I'm very pretentious, but it's more that I love a strange story, and I just like things that are weird. I've always just found I have a very fast, random brain. Some of my stems will be like the most random shit and stuff, and just coming up with like little wordplay and like shit that makes no sense, just trying to think of like Willy Wonka style bullshit, you know? And that sort of goes into my flavor of media. Yeah, I like Death Stranding. I've always been a Kojima geek, but Death Stranding just went to another level of, oh my god, I got goosebumps. It's like a fucking TV series, but like I'm just saying the concepts, these big themes that are discussed, that are explored, super geek stuff. But on the other end of things, not just supernatural science fiction stuff, I'm an Elder Scrolls nerd too. I started off with Morrowind. I got lost in that world. It was there for in a good. It would help me through parts of my life, and it was like, holy shit, they can really create like origin stories, like all these gods and creators, and like it's insane the lore that is involved. Love that shit, and I have not memorized it all. It's a gigantic world and multiple worlds, really. Different dimensions and everything. It's fucking beautiful and just so good. But I like some more normal stuff too, just, like Mario and Zelda and Sonic, some of the big ones and everything. I mean, Elder Scrolls and Kojima stuff's huge also. It's not like this is some like crazy niche stuff, but yeah, like Kojima's always been an oddball, and I love that so much. He puts himself, I love to see that. People taking risks. You put yourself into your work, and it's just, dude, people love this shit. It's like Twin Peaks or something. Like, I actually have not completed that, and I want to try to get back into it. To be honest, it's like, I feel like I'm gonna love it, but it was feeling slow for me at the beginning, and it was like the wrong flavor of odd. I was like, wait, I don't get it. I feel left out. I'm not getting it. And I think that's kind of the point. It's like, just like a spiritual, like, absurd, crazy, what the fuck. But I still felt, it just made me feel like, what am I missing? And I do want to watch all of that stuff. I want to actually get through it and give it another chance. But yeah, that just comes to mind, just when people just put themselves into their work. And I have heard David Lynch talk a lot. He seems like a really cool guy. Rest in peace. He just seemed like, I just love him for like who he is and how he speaks and everything. Like I feel like I know him even though I haven't been some crazy fanatic of his creations and everything. It's like I know I've got to get more of that under my belt. That's just something I love. When someone is unafraid to take risks in creating art, it's like, okay, there are going to be people that this isn't for, and that's okay. Because when you make art, you do it for yourself. Please do not cater to others and be like, well, please let yourself out. Do everything that is you. You don't need to worry about fans. Well, I'm not going to tell people how to live their lives, right? I understand, like, if you want to hit it big and like different things is like people are gonna weigh the pros and cons their own ways. But like I think it's very important, just like, I would tell people to be their true selves while socializing, because putting on a mask, it may get you more people at first to be, oh, this is so normal, you're such a cool person, but then it's like you're gonna be drained and it's all gonna fall apart and then you're gonna feel empty. So it's like, save the time, be true to yourself from the beginning. The right people will love you. That's just how it goes. There are all sorts of people, and there are people like you. There's so much diversity in this, pool of souls. There's so much to enjoy here, and there are so many people to connect with. But yeah, just like that, I would say it would save time to, create what you want to truly create, because you don't want to feel that. You don't want to be like, but this isn't what I want. This isn't me. Sorry for like the pep talk. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, how we got onto this, but yeah. I'm just getting ready to make food, and I was just thinking about that. I've shared that before, but it's been a while. I was just thinking of that, Just having that feeling of connection to a particular dish, or, well, actual dish, or like a dish that you eat, whatever foods, a drink. I'm gonna be getting more of these kombuchas, dude. Holy shit. Oh. And that's gonna help. These next few days I'm gonna abstain from alcohol. That's another thing. It helps me, unwind with a lot of things that go on. But it's also, I'm facing health issues and all that, and also I want to be have my emotions more under control. Because with or without it, I'm going to have meltdowns. There will be times where all the stressors, all of the heightened senses snowball into a fit, to where it's like maybe even hitting myself, or like, in the past, I didn't really understand it as much. I've made holes in walls, and people would just assume that it's toxic masculinity, probably. But come to the house, be like, whoa, okay, Kyle, whatever. Like the memes with like energy drink. Come on, Mom, I hate you, Mom. It's like, that's not it at all. It's all me. It's all my own stress, right? But yeah, it'd be nice to it's just something that happens, you know. It'd be nice to get to a point where I no longer have this, but I think I'm going to be 36 this year. I do believe there will be these times letting things out to where, okay, I just, you know, everything's too much, everything's too bright and too loud and too, I hear all sorts of things that nobody hears. I've come to find out. It's, you don't hear that, and you don't hear that either, and you don't hear that. It's like ringing and pulses and like all sorts of things that are like keeping me awake and things, and everybody else is like, no, like, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, it can just, it's interesting having these brain cells to where it's like, oh yeah, man, these are attached to this part of the brain, and these focus on senses and sensory, you know, processing and everything like that. So it's but yeah, different things like that. I don't know. That's yeah, I just wanted to, I like to express myself. I like to just sort of be like, oh, so what do you like? And this is what I like. These are some of the things that I really enjoy and everything. And I also do have that nostalgia bite, you know, sort of whatever, sort of like a stuck with me. Certain things that I would watch over and over and over as a kid, taped to VHS, became comfort watches that will just stay with me for life, you know? Labyrinth, Little Nemo, Return to Oz, uh, Clash of the Titans, Jason and the Argonauts, you know, The Goonies. I need to rewatch Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Some of the practical effects in that are really cool, but it's also really emotional. Oh my god. That auntie, I love so much, and it's, oh, come on. I love it. It's so cool, though. They make, like, the giant water droplets, and, like, just that miniature world, and everything is huge. It's, that's a really cool thing. The fucking oatmeal cream pie and shit, like, that's really cool. That's fun. Huh. Yeah, different things. I like straightforward conversation. I greatly value honesty, transparency, to where it's like there's no trying to trick anyone. There's no. I like honest, straightforward conversation, and just when there are no ulterior motives and no trying to get one up on someone. Is that how you say it? Whatever. Like I really greatly value honesty, and like no matter what, even just like if it's something in me that like needs to be addressed, to just let me know straightforward, you know? I can take criticism, and I'd much rather hear the truth than have somebody just be like, wait forever and be like, oh, well, this has been, you know, awkward or whatever. It's like, no, let's just have real discussion. And I do like the big topics, you know, with all sorts of sciences and, you know, sort of ancient civilizations and philosophy and things. Not that that's the one thing about me, though, is I don't have a lot of people like me have things that they're interested in, but they retain them very well. I have that same obsession with certain things, but I have to keep, you know, relearning and everything. Even with like the thing, like, I mean, there are certain things like songs that it's just like, okay, like a very complex song. I listen to it so much, it's like, okay, it's like, I know the entire thing. I know every little piece of that, of the rhythms and melodies. It's stuck in my head. I've got it. But like, still, like certain things, it's like, got to revisit, right? Anyway, I just sort of wanted to do that real quick. I've seen a few things today that just made me think of this. And then I'm having my meal now. I see the neurologist soon, so we'll see about the different issues that are going on, and whether that may be related to this or something entirely different. Again, I've had bad symptoms for many, many years, and I've noticed tampering with my food and drinks, so we'll see. Anyway, love, I hope life treats you well often.